What's up everyone? I have a 5 Camel victory for today in the puppy pack. And if you're not aware, you might be asking yourself, how is this even possible? Camel is not even in the puppy pack. And it's not like dolphin either, where you can just get it from another pet like the beluga sturgeon. So how do you get a camel in the team? And the answer is actually pretty simple. You steal it from other people. So you have the anglerfish in the pack. That enables you to steal some pretty nasty units from your opponent. And the other thing that you need to know is that you can see here from my opponent I'm actually playing against all packs, and you need to do this if you want to have a kind that is outside of the puppy pack. So yeah, we're going to steal something hopefully from another pack. Here I'm going to transition into a goldfish. Pretty risky, I know, but I have attempted this lots of times and you need to really greet early on, and you can see the hits on the bluebirds were just perfect there. You can basically sum up the entire game as being perfect, to be honest with you. You'll see later on what I mean, but for now we lose. Actually, losses are kind of something that we want, because if we lose lots we are going to enter into the pool of teams that are drawing as well, so it's going to be easier for us to draw and get the scaling complete. But you can see here we level up into a hoopoe bird, which is another key component of a draw build. Now we have something that can maybe get us some draws if the opponent team is a little bit stronger than us. Here we face someone from the golden pack, and I think, yeah, we are actually drawing there, which is super convenient for us. I thought that we would be winning, but would you look at that, the hoopoe bird is doing its job. We're probably going to take another one. When you start taking multiple, you start risking that you're actually going to win instead of just drawing, but I think it's justifiable here considering the fact that we're actually pretty weak. And the bluebird is the best bluebird of all time. It keeps scaling up the goldfish, so now it has as much attack as it does HP. And we're actually losing here by 1 HP, which is kinda sad, but once again we are starting to slowly but surely creep into the player pool that is basically trying to do the same thing as us but in other packs. And I have to say, packs like the turtle pack are way better than this, way better than getting draws than the puppy pack. So I would be happy to face fellow turtle pack players that are trying to draw here. But for now we keep facing golden pack players. Are we going to lose here once again? We're actually going to draw triple hoopoe bird for the win. When our opponents are having super high stats, it's very important for us to have lots of attack and some way to deal with their scaling, like the hoopoe bird's ability. Here we take double level ups, and unfortunately it's nothing that we want. We have stonefish plus eagle. Stonefish I guess is pretty good for getting draws as well, and eagle also has a chance of spawning chicken after it faints. So I decide to take those two. They're probably not going to stick around forever, but it's going to be nice for us to have them for now. We are going to lose here once again by 1 HP, and we're kind of starting to get into an unfortunate situation. 1 win, 2 hearts remaining, and it's only turn 8. This game is going to go pretty late, so ideally we would have wanted to preserve a little bit more hearts, but I think we'll be fine. Let's take a look at the matchup right here. Another hippo player, and he's probably just going to destroy us. Yup, level 2 hippo with a shark at the back plus a monkey, so I don't think we ever stood a chance there. So we are on lethal, we only have 1 heart remaining, 1 more loss and we lose the entire game, so we have to step up our game a little bit. I'm going to take an eagle. I find the chicken in the shop as well, and I have to take it if I want to start shop scaling. I'm also going to pill an eagle because there are multiple tier 6 units that I want. Unfortunately nothing of interest right there in the elephant seal, but we are getting kind of lucky with the shop. Double chicken plus a chocolate, so we'll have a level 2 chicken next turn. Hopefully we don't lose. The stonefish is going to be clutch, I feel like, dealing lots of damage to their strongest unit. And thankfully it's actually a golden pack player, because golden pack has the least amount of scaling, so it was kinda scary right there. perfect hit from the lionfish that spawned out of the eagle as well. So super lucky right there that we got. We get a level 2 chicken. We level up into the anglerfish, which I don't think we want just yet. There are some key components that we still need, and then we can transition into the anglerfish. Ideally, I'm looking for a T-Rex for some sort of scaling for the team. This game was recorded in November, so the T-Rex has its own old ability that was buffing 3 units instead of just 2. Here we got very lucky once again with the octopus trigger, so that was super fortunate. We continue to play the game. Turn 11, only 1 win on the board, which is kind of funny to think about in the puppy pack. That almost never happens. We get double melon right here. We find yet another chicken plus the T-Rex, and I think it might soon be time to actually sell the goldfish. Yeah, 16 gold from it, 2 extra from the ice, so that was super nice to see. We're going to transition a little bit. Once again, anglerfish in shop, we don't want it though. We're going to transition into yet another T-Rex, and we actually get even another one in the shop, so we have the level 2 right here. We're not going to take it this turn, we're going to take it next turn. And you can see the luck coming in clutch right now. Double lionfish, exactly what we need. It's basically the better version of Hoopo Bird for us. So Hoopo Bird is going to go pretty soon. We're hoping to not lose here, but I think after the transition we should be fine. Was that chip? The text is pretty small to read, but that did read something like chip, so thank you for the win there, my friend, if that was you. We level up the T-Rex and we level up into yet another lionfish, so we'll get to slot that in. Hopefully lionfish gets 20 attack at the end of this turn, so it gets to get a stronger ability. And actually it will, because we only have 3 tier 5 and 6 units on the team other than the T-Rex, so the hit there was guaranteed. And you can see lionfish already doing work, getting us yet another draw. So how far are we in here? We have 2 wins, only turn 13, only a single heart remaining, so that's kinda wild. We get to put the melon on the lionfish as well. Now that it's level 2, it's more likely for us to draw. Hoopo Bird is probably going to go pretty soon as well, maybe in favor of yet another lionfish or an anglerfish finally. I think we're finally in a position to actually take one. We're drawing once again, super lucky. This game is going to go pretty late, you can probably tell from this point. But yeah, I think we're in a super secure position, and rather than focusing on the shop scaling, I think it's wiser for us to just focus on not losing, so I level up the lionfish right there up to level 3. We're probably even going to win this turn, I suppose. Well, it's actually kind of close, and they have their biggest unit in the back, so we do end up drawing once again. But yeah, if we continue at this pace, the 50-50 shop is surely guaranteed. I even buy the anglerfish onto the team, and I'm probably going to start leveling up all my stuff, not because it's going to make the team stronger, but because it's going to sell for more gold and I can pivot into the 5 of a kind camel more easily. But yeah, this is the final version of the team before we make the 5 of a kind pivot. So yeah, this is going to carry us for a little bit. You can see Wombat right here playing in the turtle pack with the draw team, hoping to chase a victory. Thankfully we do have the melon to actually survive the initial onslaught. So yeah, 2 wins, turn 16, we have only won twice in 16 turns, that's crazy to me. But yeah, the T-Rex is going to get up to level 3 next turn. We're hoping to see many more anglerfish in the shop that we can freeze. We actually face a ghost team right here, crazily enough, but I guess our win-loss ratio is kind of peculiar, so I guess not many people have the same record as us. And unfortunately, because the ghost team are so weak, only one of the chicken faints. So we're hoping to find some actually real players that can kill both of our chickens and scale our shop a little bit. Unfortunately, yet another ghost that is not strong enough to take out both of the chickens. But the shop is like at how much is that? 25. So we're halfway there. We only need a little bit more scaling to go. I don't think the camels need to be 50-50 for us to win if we give them proper equipment. But yeah, let's hop into another game. Let's see how we do here. Looking kind of interesting actually. And we end up winning. I don't think we still want to win this much, because you can see the shop is still not complete yet. I would ideally want it to be 50-50. As I just said, you don't need the 50-50 shop, but I think it would just be funnier for us to have the 50-50 shop. Whatever the case though, let's hop into yet another fight, see how we do. This is Wombat again, but this time he's playing on the puppy pack instead of the turtle, and we beat him once again. So yeah, how many wins more do we have to go? 4 more, turn 20, so we're in the 20s now. Level 3 chicken, that's going to sell for a lot. Hopefully we get the other chicken up to level 3 as well, but we will need to get a bit lucky with the chocolates in shop, because all of our shop is frozen basically with the anglerfish. Elephant blowfish, always very scary to see, especially when they're well invested like this guy, yes? But yeah, it's going to turn out that we draw right there because of the lionfish. So the draws keep coming, even though it's in the 20s now. I suppose that people are putting a lot of draw builds into the rotation right here, but that was not a draw build, we just had an equal amount of strength there, I suppose. Once again we face Wombat, he's doing something very similar to us once again, but his team is super weak, so we defeat it unfortunately. We get to push the chicken up to level 3, giving it actually a massive HP increase in the process. And yeah, I think the shop is just basically perfect at this point. We only need melons in the food slots, and we actually find one. So we are hoping up to get to 9 wins. Actually pretty funny looking team right here with Mole and Panther, with all the Panthers having some foods to give stats. But we win easily there. So yeah, the final challenge of this run is going to be to actually hope to find a fellow player that is running from another pack. Because we don't really want to steal something from the puppy pack, even though we could. There are many uncompleted 5 of a kinds in the puppy pack, but I wanted something unique. And here I was super scared because this is a puppy pack player, and if we had not drawn there, we would have been at 9 wins and I would have had to transition into the 5 of a kind. I guess I could have done 5 of a kind Caterpillar in that case, but I think a 5 of a kind from another pack is way more fun, and hopefully we get this time an opponent from a different pack. So yeah, we finally find a draw team from the turtle pack. I don't think they're really wanting to draw, they're more like wanting to cheese a victory from us with the blowfish. Whatever the case though, I do believe we will either win or draw. And it's actually pretty close, we just barely draw there, both of our units having super low HP by the end of the turn. And I believe this is the turn where we transition into the 5 of a kind camel. So let's see what we get from the anglerfish. First one is kind of unlucky, we do get a blowfish though, which I will take. Opponent had multiple hedgehogs on the team, so it's more likely than not that we get a hedgehog as one of the selections, but I did not want to go for 5 of a kind hedgehog just because I feel like that loses to other draw teams, so instead I'm going for the 5 of a kind camel just to utilize the fact that our opponents are going to be running hedgehogs and we get to scale a little bit from them. So yeah, we find the double camel, which we will take. It's kind of difficult to manage the spaces in the shop because many of them are going to get deleted in the process because the anglerfish supplies so many units. But yeah, we get hedgehog right here. I freeze one. Maybe if I'm desperate enough I will go for 5 of a kind hedgehog. But thankfully it looks like that won't be necessary because we find a double camel right here. So I think if we get lucky with this one, and we do, and we can go for the 5 of a kind camel. Here we go. We even have enough camels, I believe, to push one of them up to level 2, which is kind of funny to me. Yep, we'll get all of the camels in. One of them will go up to level 2. We'll start putting equipment as well. And just to remind you, the run is not over. We still have 2 wins left to go, but I have made the transition, so no more shop scaling. Although as you can see, the shop is already at 50-50 because the beta even has 50 attack. We are going to hopefully win this time. You can see another team that is trying to chase a victory with a blowfish, but because we have so many camels and we heal mid-fight, it's actually just hopeless for them. Yep, it's going to be an easy victory. Yep, 2 camels remaining at the very end, so that's super sweet. And I believe this is going to be the final turn. We're going to put a lemon, we're going to even put yet another piece of equipment, another melon, and we are going to send it. So I really hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, I hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.